Hey guys, I've got a really interesting video here for you today. So we're going to be hopping into some spectating and we're going to be taking a look at Izzy Mirkai. And they're in Bronze 3. They've played 21 matches. They have 7 wins. So not a great track record. We're going to be taking a look at a couple of their games and seeing if we can figure out some way to help them improve so that they can climb up out of bronze. Izzy has asked if we would take a look at their games. And so I'm going to offer as much feedback as I can. And it does look like they mostly play Mantis and Rocket. So we're going to keep that in mind. Both of the games that we're going to spectate are both on Mantis, and they are both losses. I couldn't find a win, unfortunately, in their match history. Not to say that they haven't won any games. They obviously have won 7, but they had just played too many games, and so their wins had disappeared. So we're going to take a look at both of their losses that I have saved here, and we'll try and give them some feedback. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. All right, in this first match here, we're on Royal Palace. We're doing a domination, and like I said, we are playing Mantis. So to kick things off here, we are going to be following our Winter Soldier. I'd probably recommend sticking with your tanks in most situations and following the bulk of your team, but following your Winter Soldier isn't a terrible idea. Okay, so we drop down. We're trying to help out your Thor there, throwing in some shots. We don't have any heals on anybody right now. So something that you should be doing on Mantis is you have full charges here, so you can be damage boosting, you can be healing. You should be dropping those on people as you go. You can also damage boost yourself, which is important as well because Mantis does a pretty decent amount of damage. So let's go ahead and see how this plays out here. Your Thor did unfortunately die. Okay. All right, so your Hawkeye is up here. He's getting chased down by this Thor. You've got this low HP Wolverine here, and then your Strange is over here fighting. Yeah, so he's fighting Cloak and Dagger, a Luna Snow, and an Invisible Woman. You should be in this instance. I'll go ahead and pop it out to a free cam view here. I would recommend, like, you're looking over here at this Thor. I would recommend actually looking more over here, giving your heal to this Strange and a damage boost, throwing some shots this direction. You also, I mean, this Wolverine is super low, and this is something that, like, in lower elos people struggle with. You want to focus down low HP targets as quickly as possible. I know that Thor is kind of like half HP, and if you tagged him a few more times, maybe this Hawkeye is able to kill him. Probably not. But you also have this Iron Fist who is like diving in on your Squirrel Girl. So just try and be more aware of like what's happening around you, and try not to get super tunnel vision because that tends to happen quite a bit at lower elos. You kind of get sucked into what you're doing, and lose track of what's happening around you. So just keep that in mind. You guys do end up killing that Wolverine, which is awesome. Okay, team fight's kind of unfolding out here. We've got your Doctor Strange backing up the stairwell there. He dies, and now you're getting run down by the Iron Fist. So part of the reason why this happens is because you weren't paying attention to your teammates, and you could have actually won this fight. So right here, you do have a heal on your Winter Soldier, but it's about to run out. So it's just run out. He died, I guess. I don't know if that's accurate. Let's see. It was still ticking down. Even if you had refreshed that heal on him, he still would have died. But your positioning was so there. You should have started backing up as you started having people get picked off. I would say as soon as the Squirrel Girl died and you saw that Winter Soldier was going to die, you should have been backing up. You were the only support in this fight, which is obviously not ideal. So that is partly a composition problem. I would recommend when you are, like, since you're in bronze, if you're the only support, Mantis is a really strong support. She has a really good ultimate. I would actually recommend picking up a secondary secondary support that has an AoE heal. Um, Cloak and Dagger is really strong right now. Doesn't require a lot of aim. She's all auto aim for the most part. You do play a bit of Rocket. Rocket lacks the defensive support ult. So that can be challenging if you're the only support. But I would recommend like picking up another support that has AoE healing. Luna Snow has the ability to like pierce heal. And she's a little bit more bursty on the heals. So that could bode very well for you, though she does require more aim. So that's important to note as well. Let's go ahead and move forward here. Oof. Okay. So moving into this next fight. What are we doing? We've got Iron Fist there. I tried to go for the sleep. Missed, unfortunately, but I respect that. Okay. He got away. That's too bad. Did drop a heal on that Hawkeye, which is good. Getting a little bit lost. So right there, you should have been, like, firing at that Wolverine the entire time. He is completely... You are on controller, I can tell that because of the button mapping in the replay, but even if you're on controller, like right now, he's completely stationary. While he's flying through the air, see if you can tag him a couple of times. If you can tag him a couple of times, maybe he doesn't get out scot-free. Maybe he gets picked off. I mean, he probably still gets away, but it does give you ult charge if you're hitting him, right? And he's the only thing in your immediate vicinity. Sure, Iron Fist was over on the right-hand side, and he did get away. And I think that's what you were worried about, but we'll just see how this plays out. So, Iron Fist there. You know Iron Fist is coming. Okay. Sleep. Nice. Nice. Wait. Where are you going? You slept him. Where are you going? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Okay. So I know what you were... I do know what you were trying to do here. So you see that your Thor is in trouble. And you're like, I'm going to go help my Thor. That's great. And I love that you're playing a support and you want to help your teammates. But because you've slept this guy, if you sleep him and then you take your time, you even damage boost yourself. You sleep him, stand in front of this health pack, hit a couple of headshots, body him from this health pack, and then kill him. I know you're a support, but Mantis does a lot of damage. You have the opportunity to hit 2 headshots here before he can even move. And even if you're on controller, like take your time, line it up, and then ping him. And he's super low. You stand in front of this health pack, you can pick it up yourself, and it'll really shift the fight. He'll have to run away, or you'll just outright kill him. Instead, you run out here. You're trying to help your Thor, but he's gonna die because he's in a 5v1. I think your Strange was out there too. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah, your Strange is, well, he's kind of out there. He's not really out there. So yeah, your Thor's in a 5v1, and then you run out here, and now you've got the Iron Fist running in behind you, and he's gonna run you down, and you're gonna die. Looks like you got an Adam Warlock, so now you have the revive available. Let's see what you do with that. Okay, looking around, trying to find the spot. Iron Fist is just following you. Thor's following you. You've got 5 seconds left. Okay, don't use it. Cool. Oh, no. No, what are you... Okay, in that instance, I know it's tempting. Don't use it. You just fed them ult charge, and now you're dead anyway, right? Like, you didn't have to give them that ult charge. Alternatively, what you could have done is like, it's bronze. These guys like completely forgot about you. They were following you, but they just like completely left you. If you, instead of going like to the point, which you didn't have anybody back there, you could have gone up here So if you don't know this, whenever you're reviving on Mantis, you can fly. So you can go up into the air. You can go on top of this high ground, and you can attempt to revive there. What you really should have done is I would have backed up all the way back here. This would have been where I went, and I would have tried to revive in this corner probably. You likely would have been followed, but you would have had a little bit of backup. Like you've got, as you revived there, you've got Thor here. He could have helped protect you. So something to keep in mind. Okay. You die. All right. We are alive again. Kind of hanging out in spawn. I'm not sure what we're doing. Maybe typing, if I had to guess. Wasted a fair bit of time there. Do have 90% ult charge, and they're at 80% cap, so potentially could have your ult going into this fight. Start dropping your damage boost. Okay, you damage boosted the Warlock. Drop some heals. Okay, you're healing. That's good. Nice ult. Solid ult. Okay, so while you're ulting, just remember that you can also be throwing out your damage boost. You can also still throw out your healing. Everybody's topped up already, so that would be a waste of your resources. But you can damage boost yourself, and you can damage boost your allies while you're ulting, so keep that in mind. It's really important that we try and focus targets. I mean, there's a whole bunch of support ults coming out right now. Okay, you were really late trying to get this heal onto Squirrel Girl. Right there. You see this blind coming out? She's low. You can be hitting her with a heal right here, and then turning your attention to the Cloak and Dagger. Instead, she dies. What? Okay. I'm not sure why we've turned around here. I think we're getting a little bit lost. So let's have a look at what's going on. Your position here is actually pretty decent. Your Cloak and Dagger is ulted. You could be more forward, actually. But you are turned around healing or damage boosting your Adam Warlock. He's totally out of the fight. I wouldn't worry about him at all. You should be throwing shots at this Iron Fist, putting on a heal on your Cloak and Dagger, damage boosting your Magneto, so that they can win this fight. Let's see how it plays out.
I need assistance.
Your Adam Warlock dies, and then you guys just get rolled. Your Magneto is kind of trying to live on the point, sort of. Oh, and then it's overtime, and your Adam Warlock decided that it was a good idea to use his ult. That's unfortunate, but it is bronze, so that's going to happen. Unfortunately, that likely means that you lose the point here. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll move into the next round here and see how that plays out. All right.
But I'll go down swinging.
Going into this first fight, as you're moving in and you guys start fighting, you should be dropping your heal on people preemptively. You've damage boosted. Okay, damage boost. You should be dropping heals right now. You don't have any heals out. You should have a heal on both of the tanks currently, and I'd recommend damage boosting your Hawkeye. I'm not sure why I'm not sure if you heard him or why you turned around over here, but you found the Iron Fist, so this is going to be interesting. Nice sleep. Solid. Okay, line up a couple of headshots here. No. Okay, I think you're panicking just a little bit because you've got so much time here. I want to show you how much time from his perspective.
Control.
Let's back it up. Sedated.
I'm not in control.
Like, you had so much time. to line up some headshots there. And now he's probably going to get away. Let's have a look.
I am healed.
Yep.
Looks like the missionary
Yep, he got out. You've got somebody behind you. A Wolverine. Okay, there's a Wolverine down on the right there. He's stuck in the corner. I'm not sure. He's chasing your Jeff around. Okay. As you'll notice, you have no heals out. Your Hawkeye, even though you're not paying attention to this Wolverine, your Hawkeye is just getting beamed down by this cloak and dagger. Look at, Ellie from Mexico is going to town. He is beaming this Hawkeye. You need to be damage boosting him and giving him a heal. He's probably gonna die. Okay, you just got double support ulted, which is interesting. And now you're dead to the Wolverine, more than likely. Yeah. You guys started to lose that fight pretty early on. So way before that even. Right here. Your Magneto's out here. He dies. You guys need to back up. You are now in a 5v6. There's no way you're winning this fight. And they're pushing forward. So you've made the decision that I'm going to follow my team and I'm going to try and help them. You're not putting out your heal as often as you should. And like we've kind of gone over that, and that's fine. That's something that you can work on. It's not a big, it is like impacting your game currently, but it is something that if you pay attention to, you can definitely improve very quickly. The harder thing to improve is positioning. And right now, if I show you a bird's eye view, this guy just died. Their whole team is about to collapse onto you guys. And instead of backing up, like you guys just kind of group up here and then you could just get rolled. So you guys should have been retreating. There's health packs. There's a health pack here. There's a health pack there. You should have been backing away. So that maybe you're able to do some chip damage. They actually dropped their Invisible Woman ult up on the point. So if you back away, they're forced to come out of that. It's a wasted ultimate. They did Cloak and Dagger ult, but if you back this direction, it's wasted too. They have to continue to chase you guys down. But you decided to stick with your team, and it resulted in you dying in this particular case. So we'll go back to your perspective. Okay. What is going on here? What in the world? Oh, there we go. I was following the player, not going from your point of view. All right. Getting back into the fight. Should be dropping your heal on people. Saw the Iron Fist. Gonna go for a sleep. Okay. To be fair, you did try to sleep the Iron Fist. In this situation, I would have recommended actually aiming at your feet, because if you look where he's at, you kind of silhouetted out at the moment. If you throw your sleep at your feet, he gets sedated 100% of the time, because he's just gonna dash in on you, right? This is the easiest thing to do against an Iron Fist. It's very predictable. If he's looking at you, he's gonna dash at you. So just drop your crosshair down at your feet, throw your sleep, and you're gonna sedate him every time. And then you've got free headshots. Take your time, line up some headshots. I mean, if you sedated him here, your Squirrel Girl and your Hawkeye will just should kill him very easily. I say should because, it's Bronze. Instead, he kills your Jeff. He gets that one kill, and then he just rolls through your entire team.
To put on a show.
So in that particular instance, you had the ability to completely change the outcome of that fight. You don't know what you don't know. So that's, I'm not totally placing the blame on you, but with that one little trick, if you just aimed at your feet instead and put him to sleep, and then he instantly dies, you guys possibly win that fight. Because something something that people don't know about Iron Fist is that like he's a snowball character. So if he gets one kill, he gets shields, which gives him the ability to continue fighting. So the more shield, like the more kills he gets, the more shields he generates, the harder he is to kill.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Nice. You guys killed him. That's good. So now we're going to push into the point.
I am
You should have your heal out.
healed.
Should have your heal out.
I am wounded.
Okay. You still don't have a heal on anybody right now. You healed your Magneto. That's good. Trying to kill the Cloak and Dagger. Forced her away, which is good. You should heal your Squirrel Girl.
You needed some help, didn't you?
You didn't heal your Squirrel Girl. Luckily, she didn't die. But you should definitely be paying more attention to your teammates. Nice. You hit that headshot on the Iron Fist and killed him. You healed her eventually. I think you I think you panicked there. So you started to get damaged, you whipped around, and you just threw out your sleep. You really want to be careful with doing stuff like that. You do not want to be wasting that cooldown, because now, just for figuratively speaking, if an Iron Fist jumps on you, you have a 13-second cooldown that you can't use because you just whiffed it super hard. Okay.
We are.
What are we ulting for? Oh, their two supports are here, but like everybody else is coming back from spawn, are they not? Okay, your whole team is here. You're ulting on the point. Their whole team is over here. Like, oh, all right. Mantis's ult is one of the strongest ults in the game. It's up there with Luna Snow and Cloak and Dagger. It's very good. It's a great defensive tool. It can be used as an offensive tool to help your team push, but you really want to be using this in response to offensive ultimates because it shuts them down. So, for instance, if Iron Fist dives in and he ults you guys, your ult is a direct counter to that. Same thing with Thor. If Thor jumps in and he ults you guys, your ult is a direct counter to that. Now you don't have it. Same is true for Wolverine, right? So when this fight breaks out, you guys aren't going to have your ult for Wolverine and Thor. Your Penny also ulted there, which is an interesting.
Behold the god!
All right, well, you got lucky. Thor's also wasting his ult. I'm not sure what he's doing. They just double support ulted for no reason, which is great. Okay, they've got two support ults out. You should be backing away. So if we look at this from a free cam perspective, you are actively running around in the bad. You are over here. This puddle here is doing tick damage to you every second that you spend in it. You can't see your tanks, so I feel like what you're doing is you're like trying to get a heal in there. You can't see through this. You would have to step past this barrier or wait for it to come down. There's no you over here. Once this comes down and these two guys are dead because you can't heal them, because you don't have your ultimate, by the way. What you should be doing is you should be over here with your two other teammates that are standing in the penny nest. So I'm guessing you're gonna die. Yeah, so your positioning there resulted in your death ultimately. If you were over here, you could have been damage boosting your Hawkeye, damage boosting yourself and throwing in some shots. Let's look at that from the enemy cloak and dagger perspective. Okay. She's ulting. She goes, oh, what's this Mantis doing? And she just chased you down, right? You're isolating yourself because you're away from your team. So you just need to be more aware of where your team is and position better. Okay, moving into the next fight here. You put out a damage boost. That's good. Be throwing out your heal. Throwing out a couple of shots there. That's good. Need to be putting out your heal. Okay, good, very good.
You needed some help, didn't you?
Nice. I don't know how your Penny managed to kill that person, but must have thrown her mines out. You're really... Okay, you did pop the Wolverine ultimate, or the Wolverine passive, sorry, which is an important cooldown to pop. If you didn't know this, so Wolverine, I'm not sure how long the cooldown is. I think it's like 2 minutes long. When he drops to 0 HP, he actually gains a shield, and then whatever's left of that shield, he will heal that amount back. So it allows him to play more aggressively. So if you can pop that passive, he's easier to kill. So it's good that you pop that. You did kind of tunnel vision on him while your whole team was on the other side, but we'll see how this plays out. You have no heals out right now. I want you to look at Sexy Mike. Have a look at Sexy Mike. You see that big flashy critical health thing? You need to be having your heal on him. Something that might be really important and something that you might not have turned on. I'm not sure if it comes on by default or not, but you need to make sure you have allied health bars turned on. If you don't have allied health bars turned on and you're playing a support, you are actively hindering yourself. That being said, you had an opportunity here to heal him. Right there, you're actually hovering him. You can pop your heal on him right there. He potentially can shield himself again. Let's have a look at his point of view. If you heal him here, take a look at his cooldown. He's on two seconds. I mean, he does have a Wolverine hitting him, so he maybe doesn't make it there. But if you popped it as soon as you saw him, he very possibly has that shield up. Oh, 100%. He would have had his shield up before he died. He could have popped his shield if he was on the ball. Jeff could have healed him some more. You could have healed him some more. And then suddenly he's living instead of dying. Potentially. He's at least soaking more damage and keeping the enemy's attention. So let's see how the rest of this fight plays out. You got a heal on Jeff. You're popping support ultimates. You didn't heal your Hawkeye, and you didn't heal your Squirrel Girl there. So should have popped your heal right here on Hawkeye. Should have popped your heal right there on Squirrel Girl. You're about to get jumped by this Iron Fist. Oh, just kidding. So Iron Fist decided he was going to kill Jeff instead. And you're being run down by Ellie from Mexico. So you're getting cloak and dagger beamed. There is a bubble behind you. Oh, you missed it. I think you went to try and grab it, but you missed it. Okay. So positioning and awareness and using your cooldowns right now is the most important thing that I could recommend. You're not using your resources frequently enough. If you hit enough headshots, you'll generate those leaves, your resources very quickly. Even if you're hitting body shots, actually, it might just be on headshots. I don't play enough Mantis to know that for sure. You can correct me down in the comments section if it's just headshots, but regardless, you should be using your heal more frequently, and you should be damage boosting yourself more as well. All those things are really important. So I'm assuming that results in this point being lost. Yeah. Okay. So we learned a few things from this game. Positioning, awareness, and using your cooldowns are all things that we could use some work on. Specifically, things that you can do immediately that will improve your gameplay is making sure that you're popping your heal on people as frequently as possible, and taking your time whenever you do land asleep, because you landed a couple of good sleeps on that Iron Fist. If you had just taken your time and lined up your shots, even if you didn't kill him, you would have pressured him away enough that you wouldn't have been in immediate danger. So those are things that you can work on right now that aren't things that'll take you forever to fix. Positioning is one that if you actively pay attention to your positioning, you'll die less. Let's see, what's the score right now? You've died 8 times in this game, and you did 3,900 healing compared to the 9,000 healing on Jeff the Shark, and the next lowest was 6,000 healing from the Invisible Woman. So definitely just need to work on ult timing and making sure that your heal is actually placed on people. But we'll go ahead and hop into the next game. All right, heading into Beer and Takala,
3,
and
2, all
playing
you need
some
to
more
do is capture the
Mantis.
mission area.
So
Got it?
we are pathing down the stairs. Interesting choice. You're with your Penny and your Moon Knight, which is good. We've got a Mantis, Cloak and Dagger, Namor, Penny, Moon Knight, and Venom. Nice headshots. Good job. Okay. As soon as this Onk hits the ground, sorry, as soon as this Onk hits the ground, you need to turn around and kill it. He's knocked you way below half HP, and now you're in danger. See, you're going for that health pack. Damage boost yourself. Popped out a heal. That's good. Throwing out some shots. You're being jumped on by Captain America. Good sleep. So, really good decision there not to wake him up. You can't do enough damage to him to pressure him off of you. If you wake him up, he's just going to run you down. So, good decision there.
The mission area is yours.
Playing the point with your team.
We did
Go
it,
and help that
Spider.
Cloak and Dagger.
Chin up.
Okay, you did try and heal her, but she unfortunately died. You're in a really bad spot. Okay, so let's back it up a little bit here. You go to try and help this Cloak and Dagger. She dies. And then you back up. You see that you saw that there were people up there, and now they're rotating down on top of you. And you rotate yourself back into this corner. Okay, let me show you real quick. You've rotated yourself back into this corner without like any protection. So do you have any allies anywhere else? Yeah, okay. So you've got this Moon Knight over here. You need to put yourself in a position to where you're not going to be like the easiest person to kill. Right now you are the easiest target to kill. You guys don't have any shields or anything, which sucks. But you've got this Penny nest, and you're playing over here in this corner. You should be playing like over here on this ramp. You've got the Moon Knight here with you. You can pop your heal on him. You can damage boost him. This nest will protect you. They will be forced to kill this nest before they can kill you. So they run you down. I just want you to see here how much damage. Okay, there were a bunch of mines actually on the ground there. But look at how much damage they took from those mines, right? If you were standing in that nest, they would 100% not be able to kill you without first killing the nest. And you would still be alive right now. I mean, they did break the nest eventually, but if you were standing over here, you maybe could have shot that Star-Lord because you wouldn't have been being pressured by that Thor and that Captain America so hard, and maybe he couldn't have just sat there and shot it for free. Now, I'm guessing because you've died, your team's gonna die, and you guys lose the point. That's unfortunate. Okay, we'll see how the rest of this plays out.
Feel better, fight better.
You cannot withstand
Sexy Mike is
my
kind of hanging
might.
out back there. Okay. I think he was in the last game too. I'm assuming he's your duo partner. If you guys are duoing together, so something else that's really important. If you play Rocket and you guys are duoing together at these low ranks, like play Rocket and Punisher. If he's got like okay aim and you play Punisher and you play Rocket and you just drop the infinite ammo for him, he can shred people. So you guys can like use the team ups to your advantage. Learn characters that like coincide with one another so that you're putting yourselves at an advantage going into the game. Okay. Shoot the Ankh.
I am healed.
Throwing out some shots, that's good. Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay. This is I just want to show you. You are running away from your team. Like, I get that you want to come down here and you want to help this Venom, but you coming down here is actually going to result in you dying. You could be up here. You could rotate with Sexy Mike. He's your duo partner, I think. So just like you guys could have just randomly gotten teamed up together again. I have no idea, but I would rotate with him. He's going to come over here and try and kill these people, damage boost him, and heal him. If Venom dies to this rocket, frankly, if he manages to do that, he deserves to die to the rocket. As terrible as that is, you coming down here is actively putting you in a position where you're about to get pinched by Thor, Star-Lord, and Captain America. And I'm guessing it's going to result in you dying. Okay. Look at where you are. Look at where you are compared to see? Okay. So right now, that was all of that completely avoidable. You didn't have to die there. You went down there to help your teammate. Don't die for your teammate's stupidity. It's not worth it. And you know what? To be honest, the Venom wasn't even really being stupid. He was just standing on the point, which is not useful in that situation. Like, nobody's contesting it. He doesn't need to be standing there just waiting for somebody to come and fight him. But you did not need to go down there. You didn't need to drop down. You guys had the high ground. You had height. You had a position to where you could have potentially like picked a couple of people off and then moved down to the point. Nice. Helping out your Moon Knight. Good job. You got a couple kills with that ult, which is great. Your Cloak and Dagger is ulting the points. Throwing out some shots. Damage boosting yourself. Why are you shooting your own octopus or octopi?
This totem can mean nothing good.
Feel better, fight better.
Be careful. Watch your positioning here.
We are undefeatable.
That was actually a really good response to Star-Lord's ultimate. I just think that you were in a weird spot initially when it happened. And you already have 3 people dead. So, like, you're in a 3v5. The likelihood that you win this fight is super low. Your ultimate is not worth popping here, because if you have this ult, like Captain America's ulted, Star-Lord's ulted, Thor has his ult. What you don't know, I mean, you could know if you were tracking it, or at least have an inkling as to whether or not he has it. But right now, this ultimately, this ultimate's not really going to do much for you. And I'm guessing you guys are just going to die. Okay, you're not healing your team with it. Okay, I want you to see this giant AoE circle. Look at how big this is. You have positioned yourself over here away from your Cloak and Dagger, your other support, and now she's just gonna die because she's not being healed. I do also believe that terrain affects Mantis's ult. So if you have like this wall, for instance, in between you and somebody, it's not going to heal them. I could be wrong on that though.
Beholds the god of thunder!
And yeah, you guys both died to the Thor ult. I mean, to be fair, like that was the last fight, but you guys have another like round coming up. So you could have saved that ultimate for the next round and potentially won the point right off the rip. So let's go ahead and jump into the next, following your team out.
Sometimes you can reason with people, and sometimes
See which path you guys take. Are you guys going to take the high ground? You're opting to follow your Venom over here to the left.
Here comes trouble.
Not terrible. Gonna throw out some shots on the enemy supports. Okay. Oh, wow. Nice. I mean, I think that rocket was kind of standing still, but good job.
It's yours to capture now.
Dinked that guy to death. Behind you. You can hear that Captain America. Did you hear that? That. Ugh.
I am healed.
And now you've got Namor standing right in front of you. And you don't have a heal on him. You really, like, as soon as you heard the Captain America, you should have whipped your camera around and healed Namor and started pumping some damage into Captain America because he's almost dead.
Capture the mission area. Is here.
Your position here isn't bad.
Help me.
Don't run out there and try and help him.
I'll get you next time.
Good kill.
I am ready to put on a show. Whatever that all was, it's gone now.
Really going for some shots on that Rocket Raccoon. You've got your heal out on the Cloak and Dagger. Okay, you're in a really... Your position initially was really good. I want you to see what your position looks like now. This is what the enemy sees. Right? All they see is you standing there. Let's look at it from Mr. Thor's point of view. Okay, he gets blinded, which helps you not die. And then you back up. He dies. Okay, you got really lucky. In that position, in a higher rank, you would have died. Without a doubt.
It pleases me to be helpful. Chin up.
Okay, your Psylocke kind of dove in there and died. Your Penny is in trouble. You don't have a heal on your Penny. Okay, like I said, your heal is a heal over time. It's not a burst heal, so you need to be putting that heal on as soon as you see that your tanks are being pressured at all. You don't want to be waiting until they're on critical HP before you're putting it on them.
Warning.
All right, you're standing with your Penny right now.
Hostile actions.
You guys, so this is a really bad habit that lower ranks have. Right now, your Venom is up here. He's trying to take this space. So your Venom is trying to control this area because you guys have won that fight and you've captured the objective. So his team, or sorry, the enemy team are all trying to push their way back onto the point. And he's trying to keep this spot up here on this ramp so that they can't push in. Penny's got her thing placed in a terrible location, honestly. After you guys won that fight, she probably should have stuck it over here in this corner, or down here, right here, so that you guys could take this area. But you need to push up with your tank and be healing him and applying pressure so that you guys can maintain this space.
So cold.
Now your Venom's forced to back up. You guys concede this area. Your Moon Knight is actually like doing work. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that something else that I haven't necessarily seen you do too much. You need to be, when you're playing Mantis, you need to figure out who is the rock star on your team, and you need to damage boost them constantly. If you're not going to be the one hitting the shots and like making the plays, you need to find that person and you need to enable them as much as possible. He's still trying to take, like, control this area. You're doing a better job. This is a better position.
Behold the god
You're backing up. That was a decent reaction. You're not, like, you weren't in, like, immediate danger necessarily. That Thor ult was terrible. So now you've kind of wasted that ult. You need it right now. Yeah. You needed it right then. Right? Thor ult, unless he is on top of you, is not an immediate threat. Legendary, Star-Lord's ult, on the other hand, is a threat. It is auto-aim, it is aimbot. He doesn't have to try in any way, shape, or form. He will fly around and he will just kill whoever he wants. So in this lineup, there are two ultimates that you want to be saving your ult for. You want to save your ult for Star-Lord, or you want to save your ult for Moon Knight. Thor, this Thor player, like, you can, in some instances, sure, you might need your ult for Thor. This particular instance, not really. He's not that good. He's not diving on top of you very much. He's not an immediate threat.
The moon haunts you.
Your whole team just died. Please do not run up there. Please do not run up there. Okay, you heal your Cloak and Dagger. That's good. You go for the sleep. Not bad. Don't follow her down there. Good. Nice. She was dead. So I want you to make that decision more often. She ran down. She yeeted herself into the abyss and died. You don't have to follow her. You never have to follow her. You don't ever have to follow your teammates into a stupid position and die with them and stagger yourself.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point. Let's do some damage.
Okay, you're about to do it now, though.
On here. Step carefully. You made me angry.
Okay. I literally just praised you for not doing this exact thing. And now you're dead. And you're staggered. And you're going to be the last one alive. So your Penny died. As soon as you're... Honestly, you shouldn't have been down here at all. I would have been in chat. If you're not on voice, I would have just typed in chat. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to be toxic. Just go wait, regroup, or reset. That's all you have to do. Just ask them to wait and reset. If they don't, they don't. Let them die. If they go, where was the healing? Well, you guys are fighting 2v6. Like, and there's no point in doing that. You can't win that fight. You're never going to win that fight. So don't follow your teammates into bad positions and stagger yourself. It is also important to note that that doesn't mean that you should be like playing so safe that you're actively hindering your team either. There's a balance. So look at the numbers and assess whether or not you can win that fight. You see that it's just you in the two tanks versus the entire team. It's clear you are not going to win that fight. If there are 5 of you there against the 6 of them, and maybe somebody gets a pick early on in that fight, that's winnable. Fight it. Just because you're down a person or even 2 people doesn't immediately mean that the fight isn't possible, but you have to learn to pick your battles and when to follow your teammates.
They've almost got it.
Because now that you guys have staggered and your Penny and your Psylocke are dead again, they're at 80% capture. You guys are 4v6. Well, right now they're 3v6 because you're not even out there yet. And they're at 80%. They're just going to win this point because you guys were never able to regroup. You staggered out over and over again, and you chose a horrible path there, and you're going to die. Okay. So right here, you're going to help your team. We already talked about that. Not going to harp on it anymore. This, don't do this. You've got 2 people dead. Instead of going this direction, like I see what you're doing. You're trying to go and help your Moon Knight, and that's fine. Go and help your Moon Knight, but go this way. There's a path right here. Go stand right here behind cover so that they can't hit you, and give him, a damage boost, give him healing, and then like let him duke it out, and maybe you guys like kill somebody. Oh, he killed that Star-Lord anyway. So like if you were there helping him and you had come up behind him instead, he might have killed this Captain America potentially. Because he just erased that Star-Lord. But they won that point, and they won the game, unfortunately. So there are some things that you can definitely work on. I would work on your positioning, cooldown usage, ultimate timing, trying not to put yourself in a position where you're following teammates to stagger in. And be the leader on your team if you can. Like if you have the ability to go on to voice or to just be that positive voice through text chat and go, hey guys, let's reset. Like you don't have to be toxic about it. Some people are probably going to be rude or whatever. Just shrug those people off. Like don't let them get under your skin. But you definitely have the ability to climb out of bronze. For sure. You landed some really good headshots. You just need to have better situational awareness and use your cooldowns more. Hopefully you found this video helpful. I wasn't trying to be too harsh on you. I do want to be able to see you improve, and I want to be able to help people in the community improve as a whole. So if you found the video helpful, please leave it a like. I will be doing lots more Marvel Rivals content here on the channel, so stay tuned for that. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.